DRIP stands for Dividend Reinvestment Program, which is an absolute necessity. If you're a young person, you don't need the income from your investment, reinvest it, compound it, okay? That's what you do. There's a number of resources online. You can just Google DRIP, D-R-I-P, investing. There's a nice newsletter out there called the DRIP Investor, and you can go online to that. The guy that runs that, it's a newsletter actually, Charles Carlson, is a good guy, and he's educated me a lot on my approach to investing and my love for dividends and reinvesting dividends. And you can go on to the website, dripinvestor.com, and it's got a lot of good information in there. There's a thing on there where if you'd like a sample copy of his newsletter, fill it out, and don't subscribe to it. It's a little bit more expensive than I think it would be, but it'll give you a sense of what drip investing is all about. He'll also send you with that a list of companies that have a direct purchase program. And that's a program where you can make your initial investment in the company stock through the company without having to go through a broker. And you can set it up for dividends to be reinvested and to set it up for a systematic investment program where every month you authorize your bank to take X number of dollars out of your account at the credit union or wherever and buy more shares in that particular stock, okay? Direct purchase investing is just great. And the neat thing about most of the direct purchase programs have a very small amount of money to get started with, $100, $50, maybe $250, stuff like that. So you've got a lot of options available to you there, and it's a great way to get started with investing. I'm not telling anything out of school here. I don't ordinarily talk about investments I own, but I've talked about this for a long, long time. Many, many years ago, when my wife, and even before I got involved with finance, I was still working. I was still just doing radio back then. We were sitting down paying bills one night, and we made a bill out, made a payment to San Diego Gas and Electric Company. And my wife made a comment. She said, "You know, we write these people 12 checks a year. Wouldn't it be nice if they sent us a check every once in a while, you know?" And so we looked at it, and it was a publicly traded company, and it paid a nice dividend. And so we looked and found out they had a direct purchase program. And I think it was $250 to get started. And so, you know, we were rubbing nickels together back then. And so it took us a little while to scrape together $250, and we started investing in the shares of San Diego Gas and Electric, which became Innova and now Sempra Energy. And we kept investing and kept investing and kept investing. And I think when we started, it was trading at around $17 a share. I think it went up into the mid 40s or 50s. Then they tried to do a stupid merger with a utility from Arizona, and stock dropped back down to the low teens, and we just kept buying and buying and buying and everything like that. And today it's trading over $100 a share, which is that's great. That's great, and I didn't do anything. I just thought about investing in something we knew and understood, and that was our local utility company. So these are the kinds of things, and when you get that list of about 400 companies with direct purchase programs, you'll recognize a lot of companies on there. You probably use a lot of their products, and that's really the best way to do it. One final thing, and then I really do need to go. I always talk, people are frightened, I think, by the process of investing. People are also frightened the first time they ride a bike. Okay? How do you learn to ride a bike? Okay? You can go to the bookstore. There's lots of books out there about how bikes work and the different tires you can put on them and stuff like that. And there's magazines devoted to riding a bike. You can go online, and there's computer-generated graphics about how the air moves over the tires and stuff like that. How do you learn to ride a bike? You put your cheeks in the seat and you start pedaling. That's how you learn to ride a bike. Okay? And the odds are pretty good you're going to fall down and skin a knee a couple times. But once you do it and you get it, you're set for life. You know how to ride a bike for the rest of your life. Okay? Investing's exactly the same way. You can study investing, oh my Lord, you can study investing forever. There is no shortage of books. Go into Barnes & Noble and walk through the personal finance section. Good grief. It's crazy. But how do you invest? You do it. You just say, okay, I got this list. I'm a big fan of Procter & Gamble, or I use some of their products, okay? And so you see, okay, so you buy $100 worth of Procter & Gamble, okay? I can almost guarantee you one thing when you buy shares of Procter & Gamble. It will go down the next day, okay? I can pretty much guarantee that's going to happen, okay? And you're going, that Chamberlain guy was so full of it. Look what he's done to me, okay? Okay. But if you can get beyond looking at it every day, you'll be a much happy camper and do it that way.